Hey friends, welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido, and this is what I call a spectacular RV boondocking campsite. We're right on the banks of the Boulder River, high in the Absaroka Mountains of southern Montana this week, so come along. The Boulder River is a tributary of the Yellowstone River, approximately 60 miles long, that originates in the Absaroka Mountains of southern Montana within Custer-Gallatin National Forest, bordering Yellowstone National Park. It flows north through the mountainous canyons before following a widening valley, to where it empties into the Yellowstone River near the town of Big Timber. The landscape of the Boulder River and River Valley is so beautiful that it formed the setting for two movies. A River Runs Through It and The Horse Whisperer. And it also makes a wonderful setting for a grand adventure. We're boondocking again with our friends Pat and Dale in a spectacular site at 5,380 feet of elevation, mere feet from the bubbling river's bank, a popular destination for fly fishing. We've even watched a bald eagle fly gracefully downstream, only about 15 feet above the water. RV camping truly doesn't get much better than this. Due to our need for internet to work from the road, this is another one of those campsites that would have been unworkable for us prior to Starlink, for there's zero cell service for many miles in any direction. Falling asleep each night with a clear mountain stream like this one bubbling right outside your RV camper window has got to be one of the best experiences in camping. But there's nothing this mountain creek's going to do to solve that substandard mattress that came with your RV. If that sounds like your mattress, it's time for you to head on over to rvmattress.com to check out the superior mattresses, the quality mattresses manufactured by our video sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding. Improve your sleep while camping with a new RV mattress from our video sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding. They offer 4 different mattress constructions in 21 different sizes, depending on preference and price point. Everything from standard queen to all of those funky, odd RV sizes. Brooklyn Bedding manufactures all of its mattresses right at their factory in Arizona. And RVmattress.com ships them right to your door for free, all rolled up and compressed in a vacuum seal. Just cut the wrap to unroll the mattress onto your bed, then cut the vacuum seal. For our mattress, Brooklyn Bedding starts with a layer of high-density foam for a supported base. Just above the base, an 8-inch core of over 1,000 individually encased coils provides the essential support. Immediately above the coils is a 1-inch layer of memory foam and 2-inch layer of hyper-elastic TitanFlex foam. Finally, at the very top is a 1.5-inch layer of antimicrobial CopperFlex foam with TitanCool, which is designed to maintain an ideal sleep body temperature of 88 degrees. Every RV mattress from Brooklyn Bedding comes with a 10-year warranty and a 120-night sleep trial. Visit rvmattress.com/grandadventure to get 25% off your entire purchase with promo code GRANDADVENTURE. The Absaroka Range is a sub-range of the Rocky Mountains, stretching across the Montana-Wyoming border. 47 peaks exceed 12,000 feet, with the highest, Franks Peak, in Wyoming, reaching 13,153 feet. You have to get a kick sometimes out of the place names across the western U.S. Most are incredibly direct and obvious, places like Muddy Creek, or the countless summits across the entire West named Twin Peaks or Bald Mountain. For some place names, however, you have to know that there's a great story behind the name somewhere, like this tributary of Boulder River named Froze to Death Creek, after a local mine. The road to our campsite is quite good, paved most of the way from the nearest town of Big Timber, nearly an hour's drive away, until it transitions to graded gravel near the National Forest border, with just a bit of washboard to slow drivers down. Several miles upstream of our campground, however, the gravel disappears and the dirt road goes to hell. It's negotiable by high clearance 4x4, but I wouldn't go pulling my fifth wheel up here. There are numerous other spots to boondock throughout this river valley. For those who prefer, there are several dry Forest Service campgrounds, but most seem extraordinarily tight with little sun for solar, and none is as inviting to us as our little boondocking slice of heaven. Because these mountains border Yellowstone National Park, they're part of the greater Yellowstone ecosystem. That means all manner of wildlife, including both black bears and grizzly bears. And they mean it. We've found that these younger Montana locals are rather curious and friendly. The older ones, not so much. When we come back, following a quick ad break, we'll stop by the nearest town, Big Timber, and also check out a local RV park for our final night. So stay tuned. Big Timber is the nearest town to our boondocking site, nearly an hour's drive away. There are some limited services available here for the RV traveler, including fuel stations, an Ace Hardware, several taverns, and a small IGA grocery store. After 6 nights at camp, we're bracing for a change in the weather. On top of that, our solar this week has been limited by the tall pines immediately adjacent to the west side of our trailer and the tall ridges that block sun in the valley until 8:30 a.m. and after 4:30 p.m. With the weather predicted to limit our solar power even further, we're going to spend our last night at Spring Creek Campground and Trout Ranch, also along the Boulder River, but just a few miles outside of Big Timber. This is our first campground stay in the past 6 weeks. And full hookups will allow us the opportunity to top off our batteries, empty and fill our tanks, run some errands in town, get rid of the dust and dirt everywhere, and get a bit of laundry done. Sites here aren't cheap at $65 per night plus tax, but we're appreciating the break. And we made the right call for beginning Saturday afternoon. It drizzled for 18 straight hours and was still going strong when we hit the road on Sunday, bound for our next stop in Cody, Wyoming. So we truly hope that you've enjoyed traveling into the Absaroka Mountains with us. If you like this episode, it is extremely important to us that you give us a big thumbs up down below. And while you're down below, that's where you're going to find the comments section. It's where we love to hear from you after each and every grand adventure, which we premiere every Wednesday evening. So if you're not yet a grand adventurer yourself, now is the perfect time for you to go smash that little subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. And ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a grand adventure. Finally, we'd be truly honored if you share the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. So until next Wednesday, please remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.